Hey everyone, so before this video gets started, if you're an Uber driver or a Lyft driver or a gig worker and you want to get guaranteed pay every single time you go out and drive, there's this new app called Solo, and when you use the link below to sign up, they're actually just going to give you $10 simply for trying out the app, totally for free, anywhere in the country. It's free to sign up, and you can get access to mileage tracking, expense tracking, help with your taxes. This awesome app Solo, you can download it right now, get 10 bucks, and again, get access to guaranteed pay. Let's get started with the video. Now let's move on to why Uber and Lyft drivers are quitting. What do you think about that?
I mean, just from reading the comments, I know that, like, the comments from some of the videos, I know a lot of people are saying, like, they really just don't get paid enough.
Yeah.
And that's why they're quitting. Or just, like, the cost, like, all the expenses that come with being a driver.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you are an active driver, you want to make sure you have good car insurance. Isn't that right, Izzy?
Yeah.
So, just a quick reminder, sign up for Buckle with the link down below. And if you have a rideshare or delivery experience, you can get a free great quote, and there's no credit checks. So if your credit is 200, you can still possibly qualify. And yeah, check out Buckle, link below, and get $20 for getting a free quote. Okay, so I reached my article limit. Hold on, I need to open up a new incognito window so I can bypass that. Let me pull that up on the thing here. Okay. There we go. Freebie. Uber and Lyft drivers, there is a new study that came out saying that Uber and Lyft drivers are netting less than $7 an hour after expenses.
That's crazy. If you guys didn't know, minimum wage in California is like, what is it, like 16 an hour?
I think it's 16.04. Yeah, minimum wage in Los Angeles. Yeah. Oh yeah, 15 bucks an hour in. Oh yeah, basically 15 or 16. I guess it depends on how big the company is. If there's 25 or more employees, I think it goes up. But yeah, right now 16.04 in LA. And yeah, look at this. Uber and Lyft drivers are getting $7 an hour. There was a recent interview, Rideshare Guy, our Uber CEO, basically saying that drivers are making $39 an hour.
Well, then let's talk about driver pay for a second, because obviously, as you know, this is an important, if not the most important topic to drivers. So I think the added flexibility, same pay sounds great. But, in a Bloomberg interview you did a couple months ago, you mentioned that drivers were earning $39 an hour during utilized hours, right, which would be period 2 and 3. So, we posted a clip on YouTube, very popular, but there was also a lot of skepticism about this figure. I'm curious, what do you think about the state of driver earnings right now, and, what should they expect going forward?
Yeah, so I understand the skepticism, but you should understand, like, we're not going to lie about this stuff.
He's like, driver's only making $7 an hour. He's like, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm sitting here in my throne. He's like, look at him in his like bougie office. I mean, he doesn't care, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because he's pulling in. I mean, let's look up his net worth, right? Let's see, how much do you think he's worth? Take a guess, guys.
Yeah, guess in the chat.
Uber, let's go on celebritynetworth.com. 250 mil, bruh.
That's his net worth?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he probably doesn't really care, right?
Yeah, probably. Or it doesn't seem like it.
He's just
Hasn't
like,
he been exposed? Like,
he's just like, I don't really care, bro. So anyways, he's like 39.
oh, freelance Freelance says these jobs should really only be viewed as part-time side gigs, which I agree.
So, I think one specific addition to that is this was in top 20 cities in the U.S.
Okay.
So if I didn't say that,
Bigger
I should have
cities.
said it to be.
He's like, it was in the top 20 cities in the United States. You know, I might have misspoke, whatever. Yeah, $39 an hour. Top 20 cities. Oh, and by the way, that's only during online time. So we're not counting time you're waiting for rides in between rides.
To be specific.
Well, then let's talk about driver pay first.
All right. Anyways, moving on. That's why Uber and Lyft drivers are quitting, because it's too dang expensive. I mean, where in any other world or job and you have to pay to work, isn't that kind of a scam?
Yeah. It is a scam. I feel like I don't know, I feel like they should have some type of like benefit for drivers to help with gas, more than just the fuel surcharge, or like to get special discounts on car maintenance or car repairs. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound worth it to me. Or like when you were an Uber driver, did you feel like you were spending like a lot of money on other stuff?
I was spending a lot of money. And, you know, then one time I had to get one of my tires. You know, I had to get a new tire because they were just balding because I was driving so much. You know, that was a couple $100. I got a ticket one time, which obviously that was my own fault, but like, it was, you know, I wouldn't have gotten that. I got it while I was driving Lyft, and you know, the more time you spend on the road, the more likely you are to like get into an accident or in my case, get a ticket. I got a ticket for turning right on a yellow, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. It was one of those like speed camera or those like camera tickets, which a lot of people told me don't pay, but then I was like, I don't know, I freaked out. I still paid it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was $500. And
That's crazy.
So it was my entire week's earnings went to pay for that ticket. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, Freelance sent $2.
No way. Well, gosh, definitely not reading that out loud. Don't read that.
I was about to read it out loud, and I was like, oh. I don't want to be put in any edits after, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's also live, so like.
Yeah.
We could edit after, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the super chat.